Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is October. My Boxycharm videos will be going up any day now. I already have them, I've filmed them, but I'm not allowed to share them yet. However, there have been a few new spoilers and most importantly a price increase with Boxycharm in general and a whole bunch of new information, and today we're going to round up all of that new Boxy info and I'm going to go through all three tiers, how things might have changed, what is staying the same, and all of that. I am going to link a video up above where I went through some of the drop shop changes, the add-on store, and all of that I addressed in a different video. Today I'm going to be focusing in primarily on the price increase, what that means for you as subscribers and charmers, and all of that. So if that's something you are interested in, make sure to keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe because I upload every other day and that'll be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to jump into some Boxy news with me, a whole bunch of info, as well as a deep dive breakdown on the price increase and what that actually means for you, stay tuned. Alright, so I do want to open this by saying I'm going to go through all three tiers in this video. So if you're a base, premium, luxe subscriber, any of the three, whatever combination, I will address all three. So first things first, the base subscription is not currently changing. It is still going to be $25 a month for an average value of about $150. Now, I do want to call attention to one thing, and you're going to see this when I talk about all three different tiers. They used to talk in minimum value. So it used to be $25 for a minimum of $125. Premium was a $35 price point for a minimum of $175. And Boxyluxe, they usually said, was a minimum value of $350. Now, right now, they have changed all of that, and now they're talking average value. And the reason for that is when it comes to building the boxes, especially now that they do things like brand takeovers, some of those one brand takeovers, premium is 6 products, it might be a little bit less, but because it's from one brand, the value, in my opinion, even though the dollar sign is lower, the actual value of what I'm getting, the, I guess, sentimental value or whatever you want to call it, tends to be a little bit better for me. So take that with a grain of salt. And I'm going to say that as we go in. So they used to say $125 minimum value for the $25 base subscription box. The base price is not changing. It already increased from $21 to $25 several months ago. But that average value is now $150 instead of the minimum value $125. Now moving on to the premium box. They used to say that the premium box was a minimum value of $175. Now they are claiming it is an average value of $215, and the price will be going from $35 to $39.99. Now, what you're going to get within that is going to be first access to hot brands. You're still going to get limited edition boxes that are coming. There's going to be more brand takeover boxes similar to the Fenty box, the Anastasia Beverly Hills box, which those do tend to be my favorite boxes. And it seems like all of the takeover boxes are going to be the premium box. Now, there's going to be some additional perks and features that are coming to Boxycharm Premium specifically, and I will give you a little more information on that as I get it. But right now, the subscriptions are still separate. You can get base and you can get premium. You can get one or the other, and base is the one that upgrades to luxe. So as of right now, the premium is kind of its own little window, and you could do base or you could do base luxe, but premium's on the side. Now, in addition to that, there's still going to be 6 full-size products every month. And if you do subscribe now with the 6 or 12-month plan before the end of October, you can still lock in the $35 a month price. It's just for the people who get recurring charge every single month. After October, that price will officially go to the $39.99, and that will no longer be locked in. Now, with that $215 average value, like I said, with the takeover boxes, it does tend to be lower. When they had the minimum value of $175, for non-takeover, the takeover boxes were usually like $150, $160. And again, when one brand is the entire box, it's a lot harder to get that value up while still maintaining great products in the box. So, for example, the Anastasia box was one of the more high retail value takeover boxes, whereas the Fenty was a little bit lower. But I think that just comes to the price point when you're dealing with 6 items. The palette from Anastasia was a much higher retail value than the palette we got from Fenty. I don't mind it though, because like I said, I would rather a one brand takeover where that $215 value might be a little bit lower than the premium boxes where it's a little bit of everything, because like I said, I tend to like those takeover boxes more. Now for Boxyluxe, it used to be a minimum value of $350 for it was $49.99. It was your normal $25 and then a $24.99 surcharge or a secondary charge. So people would see it as two different charges. That has now gone up to $59.99. So technically it is a $10 increase. And that minimum value of $350 is now an average value of $395. Now with this, there were a lot of boxes that were $400 plus in value. So when it comes to the premium box, my first thought is it just smoke and mirrors about how they're talking about the pricing? Because we already had an average value of $395, they just raised the price. However, something I do want to point out is the brands in that Luxe box have gotten much more luxe. However, and I do say this every Boxyluxe unboxing, Boxyluxe was not created to be Boxycharm Luxury. It is Boxycharm Deluxe. It is meant to be a bigger box, a larger experience, not so much a higher end box. We get high-end brands in all three tiers. We get not affordable brands because we're not getting like cheap products in the boxes, but we are getting products that are a little more of your average price point. But Boxyluxe is not meant to be seen as a luxury box. It's meant to be seen as a deluxe box. All of the boxes are considered luxury. So when we talk about the Luxe box, think of it as a deluxe box. Now with that in mind, we always get that $400 or so value out of it. So I have very rarely, if ever, I don't think, had a Boxyluxe box where I didn't get that $60 value out of the box already. So the price increase to me is not the end of the world. What I like to say, and I say this in every single subscription box unboxing, not just Boxycharm, I do it in Ipsy, FabFitFun, everything. When I look at the price of the box, that $59.99, and I look at the value of the box, that $395, to me, it's not about, yeah, for $395 and spending $60, that's good. It's, would I have been better taking that $59.99 and going to Ulta or going to Sephora or going to Target or going to wherever you buy your makeup and spending it on product there? And usually I find that I get a better value out of the box than I would going shopping with that $60. Now, within this upgrade to the Boxyluxe program or this price increase, you're still going to get the hot brands like NARS and Rare Beauty. We got a bunch of Rare Beauty products that were variations last month. I got the powder, which honestly I wasn't excited for, but I ended up really liking. But it's not a product I would have tried on my own, so I was actually pretty happy to get it. Now, there's going to be more makeup and less accessories moving forward. They have heard what we were saying. They kind of restructured that box to be a little bit more of a lifestyle box, and they got a lot of feedback from a lot of us in the community, and we've said we want more makeup in all of the boxes. So they have officially said that that Boxyluxe change is going to mean more makeup. In addition, there's going to be, again, more features and perks, just like in Premium, where Luxe is going to give you some exclusives. Based on the fact that Ipsy purchased Boxycharm, I think they're going to structure it similarly to the way Ipsy does, where you get certain perks for each subscription model, and if you have the higher model, you tend to get a few more benefits, such as early access. Now, in addition, that $60 price point, $59.99, is still once a quarter. There are still only 4 of those Luxe boxes every single year, and it's still going to be those 8 full-size products. Now, when I look at all of this across the board, Boxycharm was undercharging with that $21 without shipping for a very long time. Then they started adding those shipping costs. Then they increased to $25. And honestly, just looking at industry-wide, I do think it makes sense just because the value of the boxes has been going up. The cost of the boxes, the price of the boxes has maintained the same for a really long time. And unfortunately, those are changes in the industry that you have to make. Now, as far as whether or not it's still worth your money, I am going to be honest, it changes from month to month. There have been Boxycharm boxes where I have been very disappointed in the items, and I think that you could be better off taking that money elsewhere. But I will be honest, 9 times out of 10, the boxes are absolutely worth it. I know I haven't posted this month's boxes yet. I'm editing the footage today, but I can guarantee you that this month, both of the boxes were absolutely worth the value, and I totally got the minimum value even after the price increase. Minimum value out of those boxes and then some. So make sure you're subscribed so you can check out the unboxings. They'll be going up any day now. I'm going to go edit those so that I can get them up on time. If you have any questions, let me know down below. I would love to hear your input. What do you think about the price increase and all of these changes at Boxycharm? Make sure to check out that video about the drop shop changes to the add-on store, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!